Hola mi gente bella y bienvenidos a mi canal. My name is Sandra. If this is your first time here, and welcome to my channel. In this channel, you'll be learning and I'll be speaking about everything high-end or luxury kind of making business tips. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be making candles. We're going to be making approximately 72 candles. And these are all from my holiday collections. And I did split this video into two parts because otherwise it would have been extremely long. And the first half I'll be making 72 candles, and then the other half I'll be making 72 more candles. So it did take me 2 days to make 72 candles for one batch. So one batch was on one day and then the other batch was on the second day. So, and the 2 candles that we're going to be making is for my holiday collection. And I believe I already showed you this box in my previous video. And the first 3 that I'm going to be making is going to be my Moroccan Navidad, my Alpine Forest, and my Vanilla Spice candle. And I know in the video I'm going to explain to you the reason why I named them the way that I named them, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview of why. So the Moroccan Navidad, I called it Moroccan Navidad because obviously Navidad in Spanish means, well, in English means Christmas. So when I had the first time I smelled this scent, it reminded me of a very exotic place. And also, because of my sub niche is in the spa, so I didn't want to call it like Miami Navidad, because when I think about Miami, I think of more of a Latin vibe, more of a fruity type of vibe, more of a dancing and having fun in the sun. So to me, Christmas doesn't necessarily mean Miami. So also because my sub niche is in the spa, and I wanted to have that tranquil, that exotic type of feel when you walk into that spa. You don't really necessarily want to be where you are originally from or know or are used to being in that space. So when I thought about that scent, I felt like Morocco is a place that I want to go to, and I do like this the feel of having summer in Christmas. Or is it Christmas in the summer? I can get that right because it's always summer here in Miami. Anyways, but I thought that that scent had that vibe. So it's a very nice scent. If I could take it out of here. Okay. It has that undertone of Christmas. If you could bottle Christmas up, you could imagine this scent. And at the same time, it has like a very smooth yet soft, very warm scent at the same time as Christmas. So that's why I called it Moroccan and Navidad. And I left it white because to me, Navidad and white goes together. If that makes any sense, I don't know. It made sense in my head when I was trying to make this together. And then my next scent that you'll see in the video is this one called Alpine Forest. And it does have that forest outdoor scent, but of pine. So, and this is why I also colored it in green, and I'll explain more of that in the video. And that's why I named it Alpine Forest, because it does remind me of the forest and a very blooming pine scented forest. So if you like pine scent, which is not very pungent, it's a very soft pine scent, you will definitely love this scent. And then my last scent in this collection is my Vanilla Spice. And this scent is vanilla, like vanilla. So this does remind me of cookies, and I explained that also in the video. So vanilla to me reminds me of cookies, and this is why I named it vanilla spice. It does have a hint of cinnamon in it, like a very, very subtle vanilla scent aftertone to it. And I colored it like a beige or brownish color because to me cookies are those colors, and this is why I called it vanilla spice, and this is why I colored it this color as well, and it smells delicious. So this collection is my cozy holiday scent collection, and I made it so that you'll have a Christmas scent, and also a warm scent, also a outdoorsy scent. Plus I also wanted to give you a more I don't want to say vibrant, but more of a uplifting type of scent in the Christmas season. And these are why I put these together, these three scents, and this is my cozy scent collection for this box set. And then my next scent that I have is my relaxing scent collection. And this one, so it's relaxing holiday scent collection. We're going to be going over with our mistletoe kiss, my Christmas joy, and my frosted wreath. Again, I explained to you guys why I named them each as I did. And I called it mistletoe kiss because it reminds me of a mistletoe, the scent anyways. And you know, what do you do under the mistletoe? You know, you give your loved one a kiss. So that's why I called it mistletoe kiss. And I did color it green. And this green is a very light green as opposed to my Alpine green, which was very, very dark. And then Christmas joy, I named this one Christmas joy because when I think about Christmas, I always think about the color red. I don't know why, but I always think of the color red and green actually. But I named this one Christmas joy because it is a very fun scent, and it has like a fruity undertone, and it's also like a Christmas cease type of scent, and this is why I called it Christmas joy. And I always think about Christmas as a joyous time of year, so that's why I called this one Christmas joy. And then my last one, I called it frosted wreath because it does reminds me of the wreath that you put on your door. And I colored it blue because I didn't want to put another green color in here. And so I call it frosted wreath for that reason, and because I wanted it to color it blue. So it does have that wreath scent, but in the color blue. So if you decorate your wreath with the blue, then this will make sense to you. But this one smells amazing. And it does smell like a nice outdoorsy type of scent. So again, I have like a I don't want to say it's a pine scent, but it is very close to the pine, but it is not a pine scent. It is greenery. It does have a green scent feel to this one, to the mistletoe kiss. Then I have my Christmas joy, which is a fruity type of scent, almost like the Moroccan. So it's not 100% fruity, but it does have a fruity undertone to the Christmas scent. And then this right here will be my a little bit warmer type of scent, and this will be my frosted scent, and it does have a nice subtle scent to it. So this is again my relaxing scent, and this is also the colors are kind of relaxing, so that's why I also put these colors together. So this is my relaxing holiday collection. And I came to you all raw because my allergies are still on the bloom. So this is why I didn't have any makeup on, and no jewelry or anything except for my rings or whatever. That's because it was here readily accessible. But yes, my allergies are still on bloom, and you could hear it in my voice, and you probably could hear it in the video as well. And when I started this video, I completely forgot that the beginning part of it was like cut off. So I'm gonna be starting off with half my containers already cleaned and with wicks on them, and then I'll move on into the video as we progress. So if you didn't catch my previous video, this collection is a 2-ounce sample set because I didn't want to make very big jars of Christmas scents, and I wanted to be a holiday collection, a holiday gift set. So that's why I made them into smaller scents so that you can give it to family and friends. And this is why I did it this way with these boxes, which is in a gift box already. So in this video, I made a lot of fast forward edits, because if I would have just played the whole thing, we would be here for like a good 2 to 3 hours just watching me just slowly make stuff with a whole bunch of breaks in between, because I had to wait until the wax melted, until it cooled down a little bit for me to pour, until I could be able to add the fragrance oil. So this is why you'll see a lot of fast forwarding, and so that the video wouldn't be extremely too long. And I had to cut it into 2 videos, so hopefully by tomorrow I could edit and come out with the next video. As right now, because I am filming this at night, and I usually do my uploads at 6 p.m. but I don't think I'm gonna be doing that today. Well, when I upload it on Wednesday, because it's going to take a while for me to edit. So let me stop rambling on and let's get into today's video, watching me make my holiday scent collection.
So you always start off with cleaning your containers, regardless if they came out packed really nicely in a box and you just received it the day of. Always clean them. Now that I'm going to be putting down my wicks, and what I'm doing is using the template that I just drew on my workings area, and I realized that it was just a little bit too far and you guys couldn't see it, so I traced it all over again, and then I traced also the wick so that I could center it pretty precisely on well, inside of the container. So I'm just doing that now, using the marker to firmly press the wick on the container. So these containers I got from the jar store, and I also got the wicks from Candle Science, and this wick is the Eco 1 wick, and it fit perfectly in this small size vessel, and this is a 2-ounce vessel. So now that I'm done with my wick, I had already done my wax, and I'm using the cocoa paraffin wax. And the reason why I'm using cocoa paraffin is because cocoa paraffin is it has a little bit of paraffin in it plus coconut, and because this is a very small container, if I would have used just cocoa soy, it wouldn't have worked. So I'm going to be stirring in my fragrance, and this fragrance, I call it the Moroccan Navidad, and I am not adding any color. And you're going to see me put my phone down because my 2 minutes were up, and I do mix for exactly 2 minutes every single time, and I'm checking the temperature at this time, and the temperature was a little bit too hot for me. So what I'm going to be doing is heating up my vessels. I could use the oven to put these in there, but I thought that the oven was going to take too long, and I didn't want to come back and forth to my kitchen and here back to put it in there. So I just decided to use my heat gun, and then I am not coloring again this scent, and I'm going to be adding it to each of the containers. And now that I'm done doing that, I'm going to center each of my wicks, which I should have said earlier, with my cotter pins, because it works best with these very small containers. And then the next scent that I'm going to be using is my green not green, but my Alpine Forest scent, and it smells delicious, just like pine trees, and it smells really, really nice. And I'm going to color this one very dark green. And again, I'm going to use my phone for those 2 minutes. And like I said, I do go all the way to those 2 minutes. And now I'm adding my color, and I'm going to be testing how dark of a green that I wanted. And this one was too light, and I believe I added at least 3 drops of color, the green color, and I got those colors from Candle Science. And yes, I used 3 drops exactly, and I had started off with 28 ounces of wax for 12 jars. So I'm using at 10% fragrance oil at 2.8% for each one, and I'm adding my wax to the container. And I'm doing 12 jars and 28 ounces filled up 12 jars. And now I'm using my third scent, and this scent is Vanilla Spice, and this is what I called it. And I'm making it like a beige or light brown color, because when I think of vanilla, I feel like it looks like cookies, so that's why I gave it that color. And I added 5 drops of beige to this scent, and it has a very nice cinnamon vanilla scent, and it kind of reminded me again of cookies, so that's why I colored it this color. And this is why I gave it this name, Vanilla Spice, because it has a little hint of spiciness to it. And then I realized by the time I got to the last jar that I did not have enough wax, so I added a little bit more wax to my container. And then when I realized that the color was too dark, it was just too late. So I mean, it's okay, but you could tell that it is a little bit too dark compared to the other colors, and you could also tell right now. So now that they all had solidified, because it takes a few hours because it's very, very small container, so now what I'm doing is leveling off all the tops, because some of the tops were a little bit clunky, and because I pulled it so hard on each of those cotter pins, when it solidified, and it left a few of them with I guess holes in the center where the wicks were located. And the ones that I left the cotter pins on, those are the ones that I need to recenter because they were off-centered. And I'm cleaning off all the wax materials that I left on the containers, and I'm making sure that each of those surfaces, the tops were nice and pretty, because you want to make it look very pretty for your customers. So because it dries very fast, solidifies very fast, I didn't have to wait too long for it to resolidify, and that's why I took the cotter pins out. And what I'm doing now is cleaning the cotter pins, because some of them had wax residue on them, and I did not want to transfer those wax residues onto the other batch of candles that I'm making with the same cotter pins. So they were extremely hot, so that's why I'm moving them around. And some of the ones on the top, on the bottom, did not get heated up evenly, so that's why I am reheating them in this clip. So now I'm moving them out of the way, and I'm making sure that there's no more wax on them. And I'm going to now clean my area up and make sure that it is clean, because I don't want to transfer some of the wax material onto these once I finish cleaning them out. So I clean each one of them again with alcohol so that they could be completely clean. And now what I'm going to be doing is, the reason why I'm cleaning them is so that the labels are going to adhere way better when it's clean with alcohol than when it is not, because now it has a very dry and area for it to adhere to. So if you guys want to take this tip, and I highly suggest it, clean your containers with alcohol because it helps the glue adheres to your vessels. So these, I got the warning stickers I got from Candle Science. I know I could probably print those out myself, but it is so much easier to have them in a row to make sure that they adhere very quickly, as opposed to having them on a sheet of paper and print and go back and forth. I don't know. I just like to make myself have a very easy and effective experience while making candles, because there's other stuff that I need to be focusing on, and making labels is not one of them. So what I'm doing now is just cutting down the wicks from those candles that I did not cut because they were still trying to dry off. And now I'm just adding my cute little labels that I had made, and I'm going to give you a close-up of that in a minute. And now that I put all the labels in there, I really had to fast forward this part because it was going to be very tedious, and this long video would have been even longer if I had not done that. So this is where I'm going to show you how it looks like, and this one is Moroccan Navidad, and I left it white because to me Navidad means Christmas in Spanish, but Navidad to me is white, so that's why I left this one white. And it has like a summery type of scent, but also a winter type of scent. So that's why I called it Moroccan, because it's very I don't know, to me it was like a foreign type of scent. So that's why I called it Moroccan Navidad. So now I'm putting it all in the box, and I'm also making sure that they do have their labels. So this one did not have it. So some of them did not have it. So I'm going to be putting down those labels, but we're going to fast forward to the last one. I had just did the first three because, again, if I would have done every single one of them, it would have took forever and a day for this video to upload and for me to film and edit. So then we're going to be moving on to the top, because that was the bottom portion, and I'm putting it exactly back into the box it came, because, you know, saving space, and since these does not have any lids, it is a lot better for it to be inside of the box than out in the open. And they smell so nice even inside of the box without the lid. And I'm making sure that all the labels are exactly the same and they are completely straight. And I've realized that putting the labels one side and then sliding your fingers back and forth until you reach to the other sides really makes your labels stay flat and straight, and it does not move. So that's a very good tip to also do. So now I'm finished with my first 3 batches, and I'm cleaning my area up, and I'm using more paper because, you know, you want to use a very clean area. You don't want to contaminate your containers, because if you do, then you'll be doing extra cleaning, and you don't want to do that. So I'm going to be spritzing my brand new ones, because again, you always have to clean your containers because you want to have a very clean surface to start off with. And I realized that you could spray them instead of just spraying the paper, but I do both. I spray my containers with alcohol, and I also spray my tissue or napkin or paper towel, whatever you're using to clean the containers off as well. So they get a double dose of alcohol, because it actually does help adhere the wick stickers to the bottom of the containers. And again, I'm making my little template on my paper so that I could adhere my wick in the center of my container. And when I finally finished doing this, I realized that I had this centering tool from candle signs that I could totally use. But we're going to skip over all of that, and then we're going to go in 1, 2, there you go. And now I'm making my mistletoe kiss scent. And again, this one is going to be a green, but it's not going to be as dark as my Alpine Forest. This one is going to be like a very light green. And you could tell by the color that you see now, because this one was a lot lighter than the one that I did before, which one, Alpine Forest. And for this one, I use, again, 28 ounces of wax, but I use 2 drops of green as opposed to 3. And you can see the difference from this color than the previous one. And now I'm making my next scent, and I call this Christmas Joy, and I wanted this to be very, very red, and I put 10 drops of red in this container so that this could be extremely red. And to me, Christmas Joy, I don't know why, but the color red brings joy to me, so that's why I colored it red. And plus, you always should have green and red in your Christmas colors, so why not make Christmas Joy red? So we're moving on to my third scent, and this scent is called Frosted Wreath, and I colored it blue because of the word frosted, and to me, frost is closer to the word blue or the color blue, so this is why I colored it blue. And I realized at this point that I did not make enough wax for the Mistletoe Kiss and Christmas Joy, because I was going under the impression that they were all 12 as the previous one, but I had put them in 10s. So, I mean, I lined it up in 10s as opposed to 12. But whatever, I had, right now I'm using the pipette to take out some wax that I left on top of them. It was just too much. So off camera, I made sure that I made enough for all of the candle jars, and then the next day, because I couldn't finish off that same day, you'll see this clip where I had already removed all the cotter pins, cut the tops of the wicks, and I also heated all the tops to make them even. And I'm trying to show you a picture, well, not a picture, but a close-up of the name and the label so that you can see it, but my camera was uncooperative, but eventually it's gonna get there if I get it to do it correctly. But I have to put, my hand over it so you guys could see that. And here is the final look. Look at this. So this is Christmas Joy. Say hello to Christmas Joy. And what I'm going to be doing in this clip is just to put them away, because I don't I'm not done actually, because I have 3 more scents in my next batch. So actually today, well, the next day, I'm making 6 more candles for my restocking. Well, actually stocking it, because I'm not restocking it. So here you're just gonna see me putting them all back into the box, because it is a lot easier to just put them in the box again for storing and for moving them around. So in the next clip, I'm going to be super duper duper multitasking. So I just noticed that there was one more that needed to be leveled off, so I did that. And also I am cleaning my cotter pins at the same exact time, so you'll see me putting them all in order. And then I learned from my lesson from the previous one that it's better to just put them all on a napkin and then spread them out and heat them at the same time. So I'm cleaning up my area as well and cleaning the cotter pins so that I could use them again, and so that I could have a ready and area to use for my next batch of candles. So I'm done with this one. I'm moving the cotter pin around so that I could center my wick, and then I'm putting everything to the side to start on my next batch.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys let me know what you think about my way of making candles and of my ways of doing things, because I know everybody does theirs differently from me. Or if you would like any more pointers and tips and whatnot, let me know. I will let you know what I did, because I was going pretty fast in the video, so I was pretty much talking very fast as I was editing the video, so that you'll know what I was doing as you saw me do in it. So let me know, and don't forget to watch part 2 of this video, and hopefully I will be putting it up on the following day so that you guys can see it back to back. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and don't forget to leave a comment at the end of this video or anytime in between the video so that you could chit chat with me. So, hasta la próxima. Bye, mi gente bella.